Hey guys, and guess what? Today I've completely thought of a whole new project for y'all to do, and I'm not sure why I didn't think of it before because I so love doing it myself every time I do it. The memory sheet, guys. The memory sheet. Oh my gosh. This is better than doing it on the poster board. Now, you can do it on the poster board and no big deal because the poster boards could come down and be saved for years to come. But the memory sheets, guys, I've been doing this for years. And let me tell you, some of these dates on here are from 2017, 2019, 2016. I've got dates on here from dating back from at least 3 to 5 years ago. And basically what I did was what I'll do is every now and then I will take this very sheet right here and I will pull it out and I'll hang it on the wall, and I will have my children to write their name on it, and I'll have them to draw a picture or say, a couple of things. But basically what I will do when things are going on like coronavirus or eclipses or just life-changing events, people's birthdays, things of that nature, I will pull this sheet out and I'll lay it on the table and I will have them to write their name, or if we're having an eclipse, I'll write the year, the date, and things of that nature. And I've been doing this for years. My son, who is now 17, I don't know if you could see this, but that's his name right there, and he was 14 at the time that he wrote that. So and then I have another signature of him when he was 16. So, it's just, and these things become so precious. These things become so valuable. So they're just so precious as far as family heirlooms and things of that nature, because what you can do is because it is a sheet, it can be washed. And at some point, if you wanted to use it to put it on a child's bed or something of that nature for them to cover up with, then that can be done too. Or you can just pass it down from generation to generation, letting everyone put their mark and their memories on it. I mean, I have things on here, on this sheet from my son, the first time they went to the park by themselves, to the eclipses that we had a couple years ago, to the moves that we've made over the years, to the coronavirus lockdown. And basically what I did was I just hung this on the wall. This, I think, is a king size sheet. So I tacked it at the very top of the wall and let it hang down. And I will let them come along and just draw on it, write on it, or whatever. And I will come along and write on it and draw on it. And I will take it down and wash it. And sometimes I will fold it and put it up. And then when memorable events come along, like my grandson when he passed, and my daughter spending the holidays with us, and the coronavirus crap, all that stuff, I will pull my sheet out, and it's like a permanent diary that when I'm gone, hopefully one of my children will come in possession of this sheet, and they will just kind of carry on the tradition of allowing themselves and their children to continue writing on it. Now, if you don't have these wonderful fabric markers, these are fabric markers. I believe I got these from Michael's, but I'm not sure. But I'm sure you can get them online because going out right now is not suggested. But if putting the sheet up there, those don't go through. But if hanging the sheet up on the wall and you're afraid that it's going to leak through, what I would suggest is folding the sheet over into half and then hanging it halfway down the wall. And I don't believe Sharpies would soak through 2 layers of sheet. So what I would do is I would tack it up there, let the kids go wild. I mean, seriously, let them go wild. I would say you could use Crayola crayons, but maybe that might, when you wash it, it may fade or even come out. I'm not sure. But the fabric markers and the Sharpies, I'm pretty sure permanent Sharpie markers won't. Now, I've used them over the years for things, and they do fade. But I still have a shirt that I use the markers with, and you can still see it, what I drew, but it faded. And of course, we we discussed at one time in a different video, letting them take an old t-shirt and draw on. See, I'm sorry that I have such a child like mine, but in times like this, it does come in very handy. And I'll tell you what, your children would love to draw on a sheet that's hanging on the wall because it gives them the sense of drawing on the wall. And what child doesn't love drawing on the wall? How many times have you cleaned up marker and Crayola off the wall? So, and kids also love to draw on clothing. So I'm telling you, give them an old t-shirt. Give them an old sheet. We've all got an old sheet in the closet, so go dig that out. Give them some markers. Let them go wild. And I tell you what, if you don't want big old holes in your wall, then don't use nails to hold it up. Use tacks. So that's my thought for today. Now, 9 out of 10, I'm going to post this video on my Instagram, and I might post it on my YouTube as well. But guys, I want to say this: stop flushing things that you're not supposed to flush. I keep hearing that on the news media, so apparently people are doing it. Look, sanitary pads that females use, don't flush them. Diapers that babies or adults use, don't guys. You know when you put this in the toilet that it's bigger than the flush hole that you're expecting it to go down, so that's not going to happen. Okay, so please stop flushing things that don't need to be flushed. Now, the second thing I want to say is guys, food during this time for our school-age children, excuse me, I know I don't have coronavirus, just throwing that out there, because in these times, you can't even have allergies or a cold or the sniffles without somebody going, oh my God, it's corona. No, not everything is corona, but I do have allergies, and my neighbors down the street have been doing some yard work and housework down. I'm not even going to get into that one so much for social distancing on that, but yeah, we've had some workers over there doing some work. But anyways, what I was saying was, please stop flushing things that aren't supposed to be flushed. And then on the other hand, guys, please don't forget your mail carriers, your UPS, your FedEx, and any other carriers out there who bring you the mail. Guys, if you can, please put together a care package for your mail person and just hand it to them, or leave it. I'm sorry, you probably don't want to do the contact thing. Put a note on it, clearly stating that it is for them, so they can pick it up and use those items. Because the mailman comes in contact with every single, think about that for a minute, mailbox in your neighborhood. Touchy, touchy, touchy. Yes. Touchy, touchy. So you might want to offer him a can of Lysol. Now here's what I do. After my mailman passes, and it's nothing personal against my mailman or mail person, I go out there after they pass and I spray my mailbox. Well, I saw it down. That's right. Yes, I do. Because I understand that through no fault of his own, he comes in contact with every mailbox out there. And so the other day, I put together a care package of 2 bottles of water, a small bag of candy and chips, a small bag of candy, a small bag of chips, a large roll of Lysol wipes, or I'm sorry, I think they were Clorox wipes, and a large bottle of Lysol and a small bottle of hand sanitizer. And I also gave him some antibacterial hand washing soap, just to help him and his family. Also, guys, your neighbors, in this time of need, we all need to look out for each other. So on my porch, I have a table that says free. Please take if you need it, don't be selfish. Out there I have food items as well as bathroom items, and anyone is allowed to and welcome to come take those items. I would challenge the rest of y'all to do the same. If you know someone in the neighborhood whose kids are out of school and you know them to know that they struggle, the parents may be out of work right now because of this crap, and maybe they weren't struggling before, but they might be now. I would say, help them out, because you never know. You never know when that's going to be you. You never know when you're going to be out of milk. You never know when you're going to be out of eggs. You never know when you're going to need that help yourself. See, people amaze me sometimes because they're scared to put something out there because, oh my God, somebody might come along and get it that didn't really need it. And that's your problem. Why? Because, see, you're only accountable for what you do. You're not accountable for what some jackass who's hoarding might come along and do. And he or she has to answer to their maker for that. Because if you put something out and it's for free, it's not on you to guard that item, worry about where that item ends up, or spend any more time thinking about it. See, when I put stuff out there, I don't care if it disappears. The only reason I look out there to see what's still out there and what isn't is so I can replenish what's not there anymore. So if somebody comes along and takes the eggs, and if I have eggs in here, then I can put more out for the next person. If someone comes along and takes a roll of toilet paper, then I can put, and that's the only reason I look. I try, if I hear people out there, I don't go out there because I don't want to scare them off, because I'm not in it for a thank you. I'm not in it to know who's getting what. I'm not in it for them to know I'm the one that's doing this. I'm not in it for any of that. Only reason I'm in it is to know that my neighbors are going to bed at night with what they need. Because the thought of someone in the next house over not having food for them or their kids, or someone across the street not having toothpaste or soap, it disturbs me. Maybe it doesn't disturb you. I don't know. It disturbs me. And so, I challenge you all to put some free items on your porch and put a sign for free and leave it out there and not worry about it. Not worry about who comes to get it. Not worry about how much they take. Yeah. See, because only a selfish and greedy person would need a thank you. I don't need a thank you. For what? Anyway, I also want to remind you that not only do the mail carriers, the UPS, and the FedEx, and whoever else is out there carrying mail, I don't know all the off companies, but I also want to remind you, not only do your neighbors and your mail carriers need things, that they also have pets that are in need of. So if you have extra pet food, extra pet treats, keep in mind your local shelters who are taking care of our pets during this time, and they are also in need. So if you can help them out as well. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Have a good weekend. Thanks for watching.